right, we are back on your screen. So whenever you see this face, it's all about the Open Mic Podcast. And as you know, my name is Kelvin FNK, and I have my main man right here with me. Jenna, what's up?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
I mean, it's great to have you back in the season 2.
Yeah.
And I know that for sure, this season is going to be an amazing one. Last season, we not get the time to recap to them. But how you see last season? How you feel the last season?
It was super. It was impactful.
Yeah.
I had people commenting. He left here. People were like, why are you too hard on the ladies like that?
But honestly speaking, you were really hard on the girls, especially on certain topics. I don't know whether you take them too personal, but
if you don't go that way,
if you don't go which way you talk about? I don't know that way. That way. I don't know.
It has to be hard.
Okay. We reserve that comment. So guys, it's great to have you guys back with us here on Open Mic Podcast. Don't forget that you can follow us on our various social media handles. On Facebook, we are right there. On Instagram, we are right there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can easily access us wherever you are all around the world. For those of you who missed out on season 1, don't worry. Just log on to our YouTube channel. The entire season is right there for you to enjoy.
Right.
We are starting this amazing new season with a very educational topic.
Yep.
You know how we do it right here on Open Mic. We always bring you topics and discussions that will give you the insight about certain things that needs to be done in our society, in your family, in my family, everybody there inside. And to help us do justice to today's topic, and not just bring any kind of person. You see that thing? We'll not just bring any kind of person. We'll not just go pick them, come.
Verify. This is verified.
We specifically, categorically, consciously, intentionally pick.
Exactly.
Joining us in the studio today, we have Madam Stalin here with us. Good day, ma. How you doing?
I'm good.
So good to have you in the studio with us.
Same here. Thank you very much.
I don't want to introduce. I don't want to tell them your profile too much.
Okay.
I want to give you the platform to tell our audience who you are and what you do.
Okay. Who am I?
Who are you?
Who you be?
Who you be? Now that one.
Okay. Yeah. Beautiful people. Yeah. It's nice finding myself on today's program.
Yes.
My name is Stalin Olubumi. Okay. I'm a filmmaker, an actor, and radio and TV presenter. Yes. I'm also a writer. Yes. I'm a wife and a mother.
All right.
Yeah. So that's just briefly who I am.
It's a full package.
Full package.
Don't be sporting.
It means if they listen for add value to yourself.
Woman.
That's it.
And it's good you mentioned the part on the fact that you're a mother.
Yeah.
And the wife.
Yes, please.
That would draw my attention to what we're talking about today.
Okay.
So today's topic, basically what we are trying to address or share our thoughts and opinion on, is today's youth and education. The youth and how they are relating to education nowadays. Nowadays, plenty of these Gen Zs will come outside tell you, say, why they go school safe? Because if you pass corner, make the money.
Yeah.
So what is the essence of education? I mean, you have kids and you're a mother. So you would have a first-hand experience when it comes to coaching your kids on the importance of education. Firstly, make we start with the breakdown.
Okay.
Do you think today's youth first are not valuing education like they used to?
Unfortunately, no, they don't.
Okay.
And before we go to why is it that they do not value the education, first of all, we need to understand that education is both formal and informal.
Right.
And right now we are talking about formal education.
Right.
Yeah. And the informal education too, it's lacking kind of. And the formal education, the reading and writing, the four corners of the wall of the classroom, and they don't value it because of so many reasons. So many reasons are, issues going on in our society, and but the only thing I need to let us know is that the fact that something is not being valued does not mean it is not important.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because education is very important. No matter what you do in life, education is never last education will be scam. Last
education, because nowadays let's look at the trend.
Yeah,
when they tell you say education has scam, plenty of them.
Last education will be scam.
Right.
You see, whatever you're doing, you need education. But youth don't value it because of various reasons.
Can we I mean pick some of these reasons so make today's youth not the value education?
One of the first reasons is the peer pressure or let's say societal pressure. Okay, societal and peer pressure. The first thing is the inception of technology or the advancement of technology has brought some kind of awareness, and people feel that they can cut, they can cut borders and achieve what they feel that they can go achieve in school. Say, for instance, there are certain courses that you can learn, or certain education that you can learn fast in 3 months. Then you want me to go 4 years to one university to go learn that thing. True. And then you see a lot of people have never been to Europe, they've never been to America, but they have a certificate from the universities. In less than 3 years, in less than 2 years, they already have a degree. And aside that, you see, these days it's not about the kind of school you attend. It's not the amount of qualifications you have. These are the things that people are looking at. Sometimes when I look at myself, even as a mother, I kind of, if I had known that I was going to be, when those days when we started acting, if I had known that it was going to be like this, I wouldn't have even bothered going to the university to study psychology. But then there was no exposure to the extent that we just wanted to be like somebody. But children of nowadays or youth of nowadays, they are already picking from mistakes of the past generations.
Correct.
And that makes it look like, they are smarter. Even in all ways. Before you see somebody living in an abusive relationship, abusive marriage, then because he or she doesn't want to get out because of the orientation we've had, But these days, the youths are not like that, because the society has so much empowered them because of the experiences, the things, things are a bit softer now because of the awareness. In those days, the only thing we get to see is NTA Channel 7. You get to watch the
For those of you watching NTA, know that NTA and Nigeria Television Authority.
So, and the only thing you see is just the news. The media wasn't interesting. There was no information like that. But when you go to the social media, you read certain things that makes it softer. It can't be like say the ground can't be soft for youth. So and the school is tougher. I don't want to go into the financial constraints. Is another reason.
We'll eventually get to that part of the discussion. But I want to ask Jonathan, this one are you. You go to school, right? You went to university.
Yeah, I went to university.
During your university days, when you see the number of years where you spent for school and all the adrenaline you had to go through school and various courses, and just like as Madam Stanley they talk now, you can see how the youths they easily get certain things done when it took you a longer time to get the education and orientation for. How you they feel? I mean, be Gen Z now. I know if you put you for that Gen Z category.
I feel like education is key to success. And when we say key to success, permanent success, not something that you get now. Everybody knows you have it. Then time will tell. Then we'll get to know that it wasn't even there. He didn't even do it. You get it. So for you to have that permanent success, education is the goal, regardless of anyhow you see it. You got it, because our parents have gone through the same path and they've gotten what they have. We've seen it. That's why they've actually taught us to go through the same path. So you can look at somebody paying some money to just get certificates, get somewhere, and one also toe the same line. You get it. They will fail at the end of the day.
It get point where you feel like I for not really go school. No, let's be real, because on this program, one of the greatest impact you're trying to put across is telling the audience the truth.
The truth.
You as an individual, I'm not talking about generally. Was there a point where you feel like when you're done with yours, I'll give mine? Was there a point in life where you feel like, hey, I for no go school?
You know one thing. After media school, I went to media school.
Yes.
So after media school, I felt like after media school, I actually got a job, but COVID did a lot to us.
COVID-ized the job.
Yeah. So
sorry.
So you know what? At the point I felt like, what if I didn't go to school at all and I gathered all that money and I started a business? But at the same time, I'm so grateful because the media school has taught me so many things.
Okay.
So I felt like, and I'm chasing career, but others are chasing money. And it's like those who are chasing money are making it that those of us chasing the career. So why did I go to school at all?
That's the feeling.
You like, so the school cry 3 years, 4 years, then what again?
Minus national service. Minus national service.
I have a friend now, yeah, who used to sell. He didn't go to SS. We were going to school stuff, but he was selling charger and earpods and iPhone
phone accessories.
At Medina. So I'm speaking to you now. The guy drives a BMW. The guy he got married 2 years ago. The wife lives somewhere outside. He has opened 2 shops at Medina.
Okay.
He's okay. He's making it. But me, at the full career, look.
Okay,
So sometimes it comes to mind.
Can I just buttress your point there? Everybody has that stage where they feel that way.
Yeah.
But the truth is that your friend that you just said now, there are certain places where you will speak and he will not be able to speak.
Exactly.
Correct.
Because there are certain things you will talk about and it will be a novice.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really know.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things come with education. A lot of things come with the high school education experience, the tertiary institution experience. So it's not just about the certificate. You see, whatever business you are doing and you don't have this education we are talking about, you say that there's going to be a loophole. It's better. The only thing that will save you is that's why you see a lot of uneducated millionaires or entrepreneurs. They get the secretary who is educated. Because they know that if they don't have somebody who is educated by their side, you see, all these people, if you look at that, your friend, he might be married to a university graduate. So that the wife can help him.
Complement
manage his business. And that's why we said, last, education no be scam.
That's like a summary of that.
Yeah.
But there is still more to it. Personally, I mean, over the years, after school, I mean, many years ago, I've come to a point where there are certain points in life where I feel like the times I spent in the university, if I'd used it to learn something more practical, rather than just sitting and writing and going through all the adrenaline to pass an examination, midterm test and all that. There were points in life where I felt I should have rather gone through that process instead of education. But just like Jonathan said, I'm very grateful I had to go through the educational process. Again, to bring me back to what you said, there are places that I will be able to speak at that certain people who have not gone through that educational process will not be able to. So, brother and sister, especially those Gen Zs who say they watch now, or parents or want to be parents, listen, you have to inculcate into your kids the importance of education, the importance of going through a classroom process education. Yes, there are tons of online courses here and there, but you see that classroom educational experience, it is not just about the kids going to school. You see, the experience comes with a full package.
Exactly.
I'm not even cutting. Education is so important to understand that whatever you do in life, whatever the career is, because I remember some time ago I was on radio and I was interviewing an artist. I've interviewed artists that when you talk to this particular person, you know that this person has gone to school, he's gone to the university. So the way they introduce themselves and how they even talk about their music is deep. There's
The
a deep understanding.
comportment.
Yes, you get it. You see the whole. But when you interview someone who hasn't gone to school, you see like he just has a song and the song is just making some kind of noise and he wants people to. He gets
the song is making kind of
Yes.
noise.
But the person who has gone to school will tell you that I did this song because of so and so.
Yeah.
I got inspiration from here.
Yes.
I felt like
They are able to stand beside the
see the
stories of
balance,
those songs.
and you can automatically tell that no, this artist will go far because of education.
Yeah.
So education is very
And
good.
because education helps you discover a lot of things that are hidden. You know, you have a lot of hidden treasures, values in you that education will help you bring them. Even if you learn a skill or you have a talent, education has its place where it's going to make you, discover who you are exactly and what you can do with that talent and where you can make use of the skill.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget that the program is the Open Mic Podcast. If you're just joining us, you've missed a couple of minutes, but don't worry. You can have a replay of this particular episode on our YouTube channel, which is currently on your screen. All you just have to do is to subscribe and follow us in there. The conversation is still on. Now, Mo will talk about the fact that now we don't give idea, we don't give reasons as to what the importance of education is. Now, Mo will talk a bit about the things where they prevent people from going to school.
Okay.
Earlier on, you make mention of one, which is finances.
Yes.
But I don't want to focus on finance now. I want to focus on the educational system. We know we'll go far, go Europe, we'll go Ghana, Nigeria,
Africa.
Do you think our educational system, they encourage parents to push their kids to go school?
Okay. Firstly, education in Africa is very expensive. No subsidy.
Okay.
No
subsidy.
subsidy.
Now the matter where would they be that?
Yes. In other advanced countries, children don't start paying school fees until they get to the tertiary institution.
Okay.
So the parents already have the time to
plan.
save. and plan for the education, for the university education or the college education. Unlike another thing is when you take loans, you work hard, you use your pension or your gratuity to train a child in school. One child, 2 children, 3 children, you have 3 graduates in your house, you are a pensioner, and they don't have jobs. You see, all of these things put together, brings about, or the kind of job they are doing, they can't even, take care of the parents who had labored so much to see that they went through the education.
Yes.
It becomes so discouraging, tiring, and you'll be like, what's the essence?
What's the essence?
You see, you'll be like, what's the essence? Or after training a child in school with the all of your savings, then the child comes back to become a nuisance by maybe doing some kind of dirty thing, because no matter what, naturally we must survive.
Right.
Yeah.
So either we like it or not, and a child will get to a particular stage and age where he or she would no longer want to depend on the parents.
And the parents.
So this becomes a serious challenge. And that's why you see a lot of girls on the street, and not because they are willing, but because the society
and the system
does not permit them to actually, utilize what they've learned in school.
That's true.
Yeah, and because sometimes a lot of them cannot even afford the education. And a lot of them are even looking at the time frame.
Yes.
Say for instance in Nigeria, when you apply for a 4-year course and then you discover that you are spending 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah, because the school go they strike in between.
There's
Strike,
riots,
teachers
there's
strike.
things,
Yes.
and all of that. Then before you know it, along the line you are already into too many things.
Yes.
In 8 years. But in the past, when a course is 4 years, you go there, spend your 4 years, and get
done.
out. Already a job is even waiting for you.
Makes sense.
So, but now there's no probability that when you even graduate,
You get a
job.
Another thing about talking about job. Sorry, you're talking about job. The one thing we should also consider are the courses we have here in the system. Some of the courses no work for them. If you are studying, for example, that is what you study, psychology, right?
Yeah.
What are the jobs to do after studying psychology?
Okay.
There are certain jobs we have in our educational system that are not practical.
Yeah.
You finish those jobs and you basically do not know what to do. In the West or in the more developed countries, you might have opportunities for that.
Yes.
But some of the courses we get for this our current educational system for Africa in the universities, they work.
Just wasting our time.
They work because this goes out to basically our educational system or those in charge of the education system in various countries, especially in Africa. They use Ghana and Nigeria as an example. We'll not say no the apple for Eastern countries. So.
You see, when she says something about graduation, I remember something. Education in Africa is very expensive. That's one. And we will go to school, pay all those fees, and when we graduate, recently I attended a graduation. That was when the whole thing
dawned on you.
What's happening? Now at a graduation, I went with a friend who went to serve cocktail because they're having like a graduation party, and I'm asking myself, I'm partying, I'm done with school. Why am I partying when I don't even know if I'm going to get a job?
Or the future.
Okay, you're referring to those
yes,
graduating.
Out loud. They were having so much fun. They had to dress for the occasion.
Yes.
Like, you get.
a routine now. You have to.
You see. This is a certain place where education is so much expensive that I've suffered and I've put a lot of money into this thing.
Yeah.
And it's all gone. And I'm thinking of when I'm done, I need to get a job and start getting my money back. Where am I having fun when I don't even know what I'm going to get a job
the
or
prospect.
The prospect. At
I
that point, probably everybody mind did that point. It's not everybody that is thinking about what happens next.
It's crazy.
They just want to live the moment.
Yeah.
They just want to live the moment and have the feeling
you know
of
what?
the
At the
moment.
same time, I feel like education shouldn't be expensive.
It should
It should be something that everybody can easily acquire because education is something that makes you grow as a human being, as a person. If you don't know how to open this door, you'll be stuck in here.
Even the Bible says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge."
Yes.
That's what the Bible said, right?
I just feel that education should be something that is accessible for everybody.
Simple. Very, very simple.
Or affordable. Once it is affordable, you see, in those days when we used to have free education run by government, it was easier. And even then we had people who never wanted to go to school.
Right.
Maybe they just feel that they don't have the capacity to go to school because let's be sincere, book no easy to read though.
Hey.
It's not
Like
easy
some
to
people
go
now
school.
know they don't like to read.
No, some people don't like to read. Some people they know it's a lot of hard work.
Yes.
You know, I feel like we should actually know our strength as well.
Yeah.
Everybody's not meant to go to school.
No,
Yes.
no, you
We
should
know the country we live
No,
in.
wait. You say everybody's not meant to go to school.
Everybody-
On what basis are you rating who is to go to school and who is not to go to school?
Capability.
So I think that one it broadens what education actually is. It's not just in school.
Yeah.
Education can be so many things.
That was where I started from. Formal
Formal
and
and informal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like an informal.
So people should
Yeah.
know what will work for them.
Yes.
If it's a formal education that will work for me or an informal
if you
education.
think are very creative in creating couch
Yes.
with sticks or whatever it is. I mean, go to a carpentry shop or something, learn how to do it, and put your creative in there. So that's the question you acquire, and you would actually see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get it? So it's not compulsory you have to go to school for 9. All those things.
Okay, so let's address those who are already have basically made up their mind that they will not go to school.
I have one in my house.
Well, let's address that situation now because not just that one you have in your house, there are tons of others out there.
Yeah.
Even some of those who are watching us right now. They don't make up their mind, say me and school.
School,
Zero.
la.
You get. Look, we address them. What do you think we can say to them now
Okay.
that would give them the consciousness of wanting to go back to school from where they are at this stage of their life, whatever stage it might be?
Okay, like I said, I have one in my house. That's my last born.
Okay.
He's a guy.
She's talking from, you can feel that, right?
I have a graduate of international relations. I have a graduate of criminology and security
Oh dear Lord
studies.
Jesus.
I have a graduate of what did that one study self? But the truth is, this one just woke up and said in JSS 3 and said, "Mommy, when I don't know how you will tell your husband, though, but the truth is that when I finish this, he wanted to enter the SS. When I finish this SS, that is the last one. I'm not going.
No.
again."
Wait. So let me. Let's go back to the conversation.
Okay.
He's the one telling you.
Yes.
You don't know how you go tell his papa.
No, he said he doesn't care how I tell his father.
He said no care
but
how
me,
you tell
you know,
his papa.
say me, I dey listen to them well. So I'm this kind of parent. I'm a Gen Z parent.
Okay.
I like to listen to these children. I like to feel what they are feeling. So I take time to listen to my children.
Yeah.
I want to know you. They smoke igbo. I want to know.
Okay.
You understand
Correct.
that kind of thing? So now it's like, okay, mommy, I don't know how you tell daddy, but the truth is, after SS, me, I don't want to go to school. All this university that my brother and my siblings are going, I'm not interested. Okay, what are you interested in? Okay, he wants to become a footballer, which is cool.
Right.
But I now try to sit him down. You see, all these footballers you see with fame, a lot of them went to school. Yeah. They have the basic education. He said, "Mommy, there's no education that is as basic as tertiary, high school. Mommy, that high school, there's no English you want to speak. I don't understand. There's no communication I want to make. Now they defend.
Now they defend himself.
So he tells me all of these things, and it will be like, okay, it doesn't. If you make a movie, I make movies. He doesn't watch my movie.
Oh, okay.
But today now, if I tell him, okay, this podcast is showing, he will run there. He will go and watch it. He likes podcast, and then he will tell me some things. He's a marriage counselor at 70. I wonder. So there are things that he does that is very unique different from everyone. To the extent that the older ones, they seek wisdom and knowledge from him. So I've been able to understand that he's a different child. That's what parents must understand.
I mean, that's
where I'm driving my point. You see, children are not the same.
Good.
What you could have a child who is a genius, who is academically brilliant and interested. My daughter likes to read. My son, who is a criminologist, is just brilliant. He doesn't like to read. I don't know where he even get the brain. There are some children like that. Now, what I'm saying here is the society itself has projected what it looks like, and these children can see.
Yes.
Now, we tried doing scouting, he tried traveling out for the academy football thing. He will use his own strength. At some point, he got tired because there was no scouting, there was no traveling for academy. Then he woke up one day and said, okay, Mommy, because you said you just wanted me to be educated, maybe I should go to media school, because I always like...
Now you wonder I make it please you now.
So I'm like, is it because of me? Then the older siblings too will be like, so if we are listing the university graduates in this family, you will be the only one. He said, what makes you feel that you will be richer than me?
Okay.
You see, children have the way they. That was what I'm trying to see. Butler was he said that education is not meant for everybody. I've come to realize that the first thing is he has phobia for academic failure. That's number one.
Right.
He doesn't want to
go to school and not turn out to be successful.
And because he doesn't have the passion.
Okay.
You see, when you see a child that has passion for education, no matter what, he goes for hard labor for himself to pay his school fees. He's interested. He's different from somebody you put in an international school and it will be like, wake up and go to your school. Oh, mommy, so there's school today. You'll be like, hello. Yeah. There's no passion.
There's no passion, yeah.
So once a child doesn't have that passion, look elsewhere. Don't say because then every time they will keep saying, oh, so you'll be the only one who is not a university graduate. Before I used to say, please don't bully him. Just give me time as a psychologist to work on him. Yeah. After working on him for a long time, I came to realize that we are trying to force certain things on him.
I mean, that is not only happening in your home. It's actually happening in a lot of places as well.
So parents should take note. It's not everybody that will go to school.
So you just have to know your child.
Yes.
Know what works for your child.
And then if a child doesn't want to go to school, make him learn a skill.
Great.
Yeah. Make him learn. That is not going to school. We are talking of tertiary education and university, polytechnic or whatever. But the high school is compulsory.
Right.
Let a child go to high school. We don't learn how to speak English in university. Nobody learns how to write a proposal, how to write everything.
I mean, you learn all this from
high school. From high school.
Yeah.
So once you know how to do all of these things at the high school level, then a child that doesn't want to go to the university, let him be.
Okay.
Let him be.
All right. Yeah. Great. I mean, it has been insightful, especially to parents. I mean, if you don't have this mindset about your child before, now you do. That not all kids are the same. You for learn. If you don't learn, we don't know where you want to learn this one. So as we wrap up, Jonathan, what will be your final words in terms of, our young people today and their education based on everything we've given our opinions on so far?
Like I said, school is not for everybody. You get it. So you should know yourself as an individual. Know what you want to do. Discover yourself properly. Because when you discover yourself, you know what you do. Then that's where you put your energy, your passion goes there. Exactly. And when finance hits that passion, it will become very big.
Yeah, when finance
well, you might go to the school
passion
and do whatever, but it's not if it's not there. You get it. So just discover yourself. And education is everywhere. You can learn a trade. It's all entrepreneurship. You get education for all those things. You don't need to learn. Go to discover yourself.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Oh, thank you very much, Jonathan. Yes, just like he said, that's the first thing. Self-discovery. Yeah. Yes. Then know your purpose. It's very important that you know your purpose. Everybody has a purpose.
That's actually a strong one as well. Know your
everybody
purpose.
Has a purpose. Then don't try to be like anyone. Yeah. Live your life, and no matter what, don't get too influenced about with the society. I tell people the fact that something is trending does not make it nice.
That's solid.
Great. The fact that something is trending does not make it nice. Yes. So now, word for you to learn. A word
for my own time to go talk say Esia.
A word is enough for the wise. I mean, basically, we are not talking down on the importance of education. We are only saying that you should know what works for you. We are in an era where people need to be very practical about things.
Exactly.
You must know what works for you. If the formal education is what works for you, or what works for your child as a parent, which you've observed over the years, push the child towards that direction. But if formal education does not work for a particular child, don't let him be that child that you'll be using the comparison of see what your brother they do, see what your sister they do. That thing alone can actually discourage a child for a lifetime.
Exactly.
So parents should learn and come to the realization that not all kids are the same. And if you find yourself in a situation where you don't give up, so you know go school again because of say you will be say you don't try to learn, you know cause they make and reach those will be say they don't learn at all. Education is important. Whatever you are doing, if it is selling, there's a way you can also be educated about whatever you're selling. So get yourself an education in whatever you do. And at the end of the day, this world go be a better place. We know we get all those book why politicians so they use our head, they play joke like this. Everybody for be educated so we go no say what they do wrong, they will feel questioned there.
Exactly.
I mean, it's been great having you in the studio here with us, man. And Plus, we'll go invite you for another episode
wow.
because the talk go well.
Too
You see
much-
that thing.
too much sense
So,
being
yeah, you see that
inside.
thing. So we'll go invite you, and
Okay.
we hope when we invite you, you will come for another
Of
episode.
course.
Great.
Yes,
So guys, hopefully you see your face in another episode, and we want to wrap up right here with us. But before we go, give us your social media platforms.
Okay, so my social media platform, Facebook, Sterling Concept, Pamela Bumi, then Instagram, Sterling Lomo _media, then TikTok, Sterling Lomo and Madam Simbi.
Madam Simbi.
Yes, so, and YouTube, Sterling Lomo TV.
We've done a movie, right?
Okay. Yes, we have.
That will be out very soon.
We'll try it.
We don't do it together.
Relax. I also have a podcast with her. Calm down.
What do you do so? Now we do yes. So
Try it on clear. You do
Moving and
relax.
moving.
Moving and
So
moving,
bad
you
they
see
start camera.
See, I swear this podcast I go fit play 5 times.
No, yeah, nobody get problem. I mean, Jonathan, did your handle does change this year?
No,
One and the same
it's
thing.
still official Kojo. Facebook, Jonathan Kojo Duji. You know, I'm a content creator,
Yes.
podcaster. So yeah.
Say yourself, bro.
I sell myself.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us in this particular episode, our very first episode of season 2 of Open Mic Podcast. And I want to say a very big thank you to my stylist, as usual, Ice Clothing. His contact is currently on your screen. He can deliver to you wherever you are, anywhere where you do, you go deliver. Let's sign out and see you in another episode. Once again, my name is Kelvin FNK. It's a wrap.